Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be working on this 2011 Volkswagen Jetta. This is all keys lost, just came from auction. So we're going to be making a key and programming the key using the im608. I just lead sheet the door, so we have a key that can turn the door and the ignition. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to program this key using the im608. First thing we want to do, we want to go to mobilizer, Volkswagen, this car was made and manufactured in Mexico. So this is a Jetta. Mobilizer. Actually, auto detect. That's the type of cluster. So first thing you want to do, you want to back up ABS coding. Okay, the backup complete. Now what we could do is we could hit all keys lost via dump. It's going to back up the ABS coding again. And then the next step would require us to remove the cluster. There we go. Do you want to continue? You want to hit yes. And now it's going to tell us to power off the instrument cluster. Okay, connect our programmer, which is right here, the XP400 or the 400 Pro. You want to connect your cable, and then once you remove the cluster, I'm going to show you the chip that we need to EEPROM. So let's start by taking off the cluster. First thing you want to do is you want to pretty much remove this plastic around the air vents, and then there's going to be 2 screws in the back here that will remove the cluster. There you go. It's recommended to use plastic tools, trim removal tools, but if you're using anything else, you want to be careful. You don't want to damage this part. There you go. Okay, I mean, if you want to remove the whole thing, you could just remove it from here, like so, and put it aside. And now we have the 2 screws. I believe those are T25, if I'm not mistaken. This is I can't tell, but we gotta find the screws now. It's a good idea to have a magnet with you to pull these out. The cluster is held in by 1 connector. Now you gotta remove these 4 screws. They are T9, I think. Yep, T9. Okay, now we have them all removed. Remove these tabs. There you go. Put that over there. Get this out. Now, our chip is located under the cluster here, and we need to remove it. The most fragile thing about this is this cable here that connects to the LCD screen. You don't want to damage that. Now, to remove these, you want to kind of just lift up and without moving forward. You don't want to move this forward at all, otherwise this gets damaged. This one is a little bit tough. There you go, straight up. Put that over there, and then like so. That goes here as well. This one here. That one there. And now you want to kind of push these tabs in. And what I like to do to prevent this from getting damaged is, you see these plastic guide pins. This is just to be able to guide this motherboard back in place. Now, if you try to lift this up, you would have to clear these out, which puts a lot of stress on this cable. So what I like to do, I like to shorten these, especially the ones in the back, just a little bit, to release the stress on while we're flipping it. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we're gonna cut this off, cut this off, and cut this one off. And if you do that, now as you can see, here you go, it almost cleared those pins without putting a lot of stress on the back cable. Actually, I might have to take a little bit more off this one here. And here, let's do this. Let's try it again. Boom, it just cleared like that. Oops. It's best to do this on bench and not in the car. But here's our chip. Okay. It is 24C6. It's an ST chip. And now what I'd like to do is take a very small file, kind of run it. Now you could use a special brush to clear the coatings in case there is one, but I found this to work really good. And now what I want to do, want to connect the now let's do Okay, here's the clip on it. Let's hit OK. Yes. Let's change the name. Let's connect it to the programmer. Failed to read the file. Alright, let's flip it over. Try again. Let's try again. Alright, let's give it another try. Usually there's a small indentation on the chip to indicate which one is number 1. I can't see it. Alright, we're going to keep trying until we get this to read. Okay, so it just read the EEPROM data. Now it's putting it in service mode. Okay, now we gotta put everything back. Okay, you want to be careful with this. Just like that. Click it. Now we want to put everything back. You want to line it up to the 0 as close as possible. Push straight down. Okay, before I close everything, I just want to test it out. Finish the process and then I'll tighten these. Okay. It says turn ignition on, then hit OK. Entering programming mode. And now it's going to read the ammo data. It's going to give us the pin code and CS code. There you go. If you want, you can take a picture of this. I like to do that. And now it's going to make a dealer key, so it's going to have to put the blank key inside the programmer. Hit OK. Turn ignition on. Ignition is on. Is this car equipped with a smart key? No. Key learning. We only want to do one key. And now I want to put it close to the ignition. And right there, 1 out of 1. Key completed. Turn off and then turn on. That's it. Now this part always fails recovering the ABS code. It's okay if it fails because we've already backed it up. So now we hit back. Now you're going to go to recover ABS code. Right there, completed. Okay. Now this car is equipped with a 5-speed manual transmission. You want to make sure you're in neutral. Press the clutch in, start. Alright, well this car just came from auction. It does crank. The key is already in the system. And now what we'll do is we could go back and we could program the remote. Okay, add the remote control, hit the unlock button on the door. Okay, now we're gonna press any button. There you go. That's it. Remote has been added. Let's test it out. Okay, that works. Now we'll just go and cut our blade, and that's it. This key should start the vehicle, and the remote is already programmed. Let's try to start it one more time. Okay. The car has an issue. Not sure if it's timing, fuel pump, but definitely wants to start, but something is preventing it. Now we'll just put everything back together, and that's it. There you go. We'll just go cut the key now and it should be good to go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it.